Hi guys, it's Aaron. You know what guys, I really don't know why I say that, because you know who I am. Just before I start this review actually, I have a surprise being 3D printed at the moment. It is to do with Power Rangers, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. I got sent a picture of what it looks like so far, and it looks absolutely amazing, and it looks massive. So I don't know when this is going to be done, because obviously I've got to paint it and everything as well, but depending on when this is done, I might show it on camera before it gets painted, but I'm not actually going to say what it is yet because I don't want you guys to know. But anyway, on with this review. And as you can see, I have this absolutely massive box in front of me. And what it is it's the Super 7 Dragon Zord, which is just absolutely amazing. Now, quick note, I did have this on order for about a year, so I did have to wait a year, but trust me, it's worth it. And the reason I had this on order for a year was one, they had to obviously make it, and two, I know with Super 7 they like to do the pre-orders first because they're made to order. They're not just out for public straight away, they are made to order. Now, this is still available, and it is available to general public now. Yes, but I believe this will run you about £45, maybe £50. It cost me about £100, but that's because I did buy like 2 other things along with this, so it did cost me about £100, but that's because I brought 2 other things along with this. And also, just quickly, the Bulk and Skull Super 7 figures. But anyway, onto this review. So, as I said before, it's the Super 7 Dragon Zord, and well, you guys know what I'm like about JDF stuff. So on the box you get like I will give you a turn around of the box, but I'll talk about it first. On the box you get like a file where it's like PowerPoint. That just looks absolutely amazing. But anyway, if you turn around to the box now, and this is the 90s style packaging. So on the side of the box you get just some lightning, and that's on both sides, by the way, guys. Coming round to the back you get a classic Mighty Morphin logo, which looks amazing, absolutely amazing. And coming around to the other side, you also get some lightning on the other side. This is the sleeve, by the way, guys. It's not the actual box itself, not the actual box itself with the figure in. And I just realised as it turned towards me, I said on the front in the file design it was a picture of the Dragon Lord, and it's not, it's the Dragon Coin. So I did get that wrong, and I apologise for that. But you can tell how big this box is, guys, because it's covering my face. I don't know why they've done it such a big box. Well, actually, I do, because of the tail of the Dragon Lord. Couldn't find the off button then for my turntable, guys. So yeah, that was just the sleeve, by the way, guys. Now I'm going to show you the... Sorry guys, went out of shot then, but lost my train of thought. Anyway guys, as I said, now I've just remembered. Now I'm going to take the sleeve off now and show you the main box itself, and how big this thing truly is, because it is big. So let's take the sleeve off now, shall we? So he's out his sleeve now in the main box, and here's what he looks like in the main box. Now I will give you a turn around in a minute, but just want to say this because I have had this out of the box before, because one of my friends got one of theirs. It wasn't a Dragon Lord, it was a T-Rex, but as they got it out of the box, the foot snapped off. Luckily they have a replacement now, but I just wanted to get mine out of the box and make sure that the foot was connected. So, and I've heard that the Zord Super 7 figures kind of have wood in them, but I don't know about the wood part, because if it had wood in it, whenever you tried moving the legs and that, it would chip the wood and also chip the paint. So I don't think it has wood in it. So whoever said that, I'm sorry, but I think you are wrong on that. But I'm 99% sure that it does not have wood in it. So I'm going to give you a turn around in the main box itself. So on the side you just get a lightning bolt, nearly call it a thunderbolt. And coming around to the back you get a big word for me, a synopsis of the Dragon Zord, which is, I like the fact they do that. Although most people know the story, I do like the way they do that. Lost my train of thought again, sorry guys. And the hands it comes with are the missile hands, you know, where it shoots the missiles out its hands, which I like the way they've included that. Mum doesn't, she thinks they look a bit creepy. I believe, and I could be wrong, I believe that's the only set of hands he comes with other than the ones that are on him. But I could be wrong on that. And then obviously you'll see it as you come round again in a minute, when it gets to the front again. But you also get a power coin, which is metal, by the way, and you get a little Green Ranger figure. I think it's just one you get, but I'm not 100% sure. And I've just noticed, actually, the little Green Ranger figure is fully painted, which is really, really nice. I didn't expect that at all. I was just expecting like just a plain green figure, no detail at all. And also you may notice that the Green Ranger power coin is upside down, which I had only just noticed. And it just looks amazing. It really does. And at the end of the review, guys, I'm just gonna say something as well. It's not about a figure, but it's about something else. Anyway, let's get this out of the box, shall we? I want to get him out of the box now, guys, and trust me, that was not easy. Now, one quick thing before I tell you about him and show you the rest of him. He is quite fiddly to get to stand up straight. It was a pain in the arse, basically, to get him to stand up straight. It really was. He can lean forward like the Dragonzord did sometimes, which is great. I love it when they include things that can do that. But he is a bit of a pain in the arse to get to stand up like this, because the knee joints, I think it's the knee joints, seem relatively loose, which kind of makes him lose his balance a bit. But oh, by the way, guys, that also confirmed it, what I said about having wood in it. They don't have any wood in them. I don't know what it's made out of, but for 100% it does not have wood in it. None of them do. So I can tell you now that none of them have wood in them. But I'll show you his accessories now. Now, he does have more, but I've just got the bigger ones on here at the moment because they're easy for me to hold and show you. Unlike the little ones that I'm going to be showing you on my Oh, excuse me guys, if you heard that. Unlike the little ones that I'm going to be showing you on my high riser. So the first accessory I'm going to show you is, and I love this, I really do. Make sure I hold it right. Is this, yes I am holding it right, is this Green Ranger power coin in kind of a, it's glossy but it's also I forget what they're called now, weathered, as they were called back in the days when the legacy morphers and that were out. But the cool thing is with this is it is really heavy, and also I'll do it on the table so you can hear it. It is die-cast metal, completely die-cast metal, which I love, I really do. So I am really glad they included these, I really am. And I think every Zord Super 7 has and will release will have these coins. And I'm also going to turn it round because it's got the Zyuranger logo on there, the Super Sentai show logo, and which, to be fair, I would have preferred either like they did with the Lightning Collection Morphers, picture of the Green Ranger helmet on the back, or just a lightning bolt on the back rather than the Zyuranger symbol, because this is Mighty Morphin, not Zyuranger. Not that I have any issues with Zyuranger, I actually really like the show. And I also met the Japanese Red Ranger, I can't pronounce his name so I'm not even going to attempt it, but I even met the Japanese Zyuranger Red Ranger when I was in America. So I have nothing against Zyuranger, I really like it, but this being marketed as a Mighty Morphin thing, I wish they would have put the lightning bolt or the Green Ranger helmet on the back rather than Zyuranger logo. One last thing about the coin, it is not Morpher compatible. Unfortunately, but to be fair, we've had so many die-cast coins over the last few years. We had the Legacy, we've had the Hasbro ones, and even Japan are bringing out die-cast coins now. So we had plenty of die-cast coins over the years. So I'm kind of glad that they did do what they've done. And I know this has been a bit cheeky. I kind of wish we would have got 2 coins to have a bright gold one. But if you really wanted to, you could spray paint this one bright gold. But also having it like this is pretty cool as well. But as I've said, it's not Morpher compatible. because, well, Bruno said it in his videos, and obviously I'm now saying it in mine. So it's not morpher compatible. It will fit the morphers, but it won't stay in the morphers, which, again, I can't see why you would want to use this coin, as we've had so many die-cast coins over the years that do fit, including like Starlight Studios. Anyway, on to the last two accessories that I have on here, which are, if I hold them like that first, actually it's like that, they are the Dragon's Horde missile shooting hands, and these are flexible, the missile bits, to a point. They do slightly bend, but I wouldn't recommend bending them too much because eventually they will snap. Mum kind of finds these a little bit creepy because she thinks that way the missiles are, they look a bit like bones. But I really am glad they included these. And by the way, guys, the effects piece does not come off the hands. It's one solid piece, as you'll see right now. If I can hold it, that is. It's one solid piece, as you can see. And they have a ball joint on the end which will go into the Dragon's Horde's arm, which I will show you it with these on, by the way. So I'll show you the other hand now, but I'm not going to go on about it too much because it's basically the same thing, but for the other side, for the other arm, basically. So you get these again. One thing I didn't mention is they're all like different lengths. These. But again, it's one solid piece. You have the ball joint there, which by the way is sharp, so be careful. So that's those effects pieces. Now I'll give you a turnaround of the entire thing, which again I've said loads of times in this review, I absolutely love, I really do. So I'll give you a turnaround now. So as you can see, the detail on the front is great, the face is great, the Dragon Coin logo on the legs is fantastic, really is. Coming around to the other side, you get on the arms you get this big Dragon Coin kind of logo thing. And then you're seeing the tail now, which is very long. Not as long as the Legacy, but it is really long. And the end is quite sharp from what I can remember. And I can't remember for 100%, but I think the very tip of the tail twists. And again, coming around to this side, you get the other dragon coin symbol thing. And again, coming around to the front now, it just looks absolutely amazing. Sorry guys. But he just looks absolutely fantastic. If there is one thing I would change on him, it would be have a gloss on him to make him a bit shinier. That would be the only thing I would change, is having a gloss on him to make him a bit shinier. Particularly on the main eyes, I would have a metallic red. And the back is just plain, like you see, and when it gets round to the front again, I'll stop the turntable and check these last two things. Again, like I say, look absolutely fantastic. Really does. I love it. And I do highly recommend this. I really do. So if you get a chance, buy it. Anyway, I'm going to stop the turntable now. Check these last two things. So now the top fin doesn't move like it does on the Legacy or the OG toy, which I was kind of expecting it not to move, to be fair, on this figure. So that comes as no surprise to me, really. And I'm going to have to turn it towards me to check the mouth, whether the mouth moves, which I don't think it does. No, the mouth is just one solid open piece. Now, the one thing I would say with the mouth is I think it's too open. Because the Dragonzord's mouth on the toy was never that wide open. But on the toys, his mouth was never this wide open. So that would be one of the other things I would change on this, is to not have the mouth as wide open as that. It would have been nice, to be fair, if they'd done it to where the mouth could open and close. And I'm going to show you now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put, I don't know if you can see it, but the arms do move, only up and down, which is basically all they did in the first place. And it does do a 360 degree turn on the hands, but they're quite stiff, those, because they're on ball joints. But at least they've included movement in the hands, to be fair. Because a couple of other companies that I'm not going to name on here have done them to where the arms move up and down, but the hands don't move, which bugged me. Those of you that know will know the brand I'm talking about. It's not Hasbro and it's not Bandai. And it's also not Playmates because they haven't released any toys yet. And also, what I said about the end of the tail twisting like it did on the show, I was wrong. That's one solid piece as well. But it does have articulation in the tail, which is pretty cool. It does move. But I'm not going to move it at the moment because that's what's keeping him in the position he's in. So what I'll do now is I'll change the hands over and show you these hands on him quick, and then I'll show you the rest of the accessories. So here he is with the missile hands on, Dragon's Or missile hands on, and he looks absolutely fantastic. It really does. It just looks absolutely fantastic. They just look absolutely amazing on him. And it's the first version of this that has been made that has had like the proper shooting missile things. I'm going to give you a turnaround of him now. Try not to stab myself with his tail. But I really do like these on him, I really do. I would say I wouldn't say they are the greatest looking things, but I like the idea, and occasionally I probably will display them with them. Not all the time, obviously, because pardon me. Sorry guys, you're probably going to hear that because I'm wearing a microphone. And so yeah, I probably will display them with it, but occasionally. But as you guys know, you've followed me for years now. I like my traditional things. I really do. For as long as, I don't know how long it's been going, but the Aaron and Cole show was established in 2009, July 25th, 2009, which is years ago. Absolute years ago. So you have been watching me and stuff since 2009. So here are his accessories, and I was actually wrong. He has loads of sets of hands, and he does look as though he's got nail varnish on one of the hands. Therefore, when he just is about to shoot the missiles, he has a couple of hands that are kind of in, I don't know why I'm doing that because I can't see my hands, but they're kind of in a kind of almost bent shape. And then there's two almost fist hands. And then there's a little tiny Green Ranger. And when I mean tiny, I mean tiny. To the point where if you drop him, you'll never find him again. But one of my favourite things about him is he is very, very detailed. They put a lot of effort into the detail on him. They really have. Unlike Hasbro. So yeah, that's the accessories for those. Now onto my ratings and for me to say goodbye. So my ratings for this, I think you guys know what I'm going to say. Shocker, I know. This is going to get a 10 out of 10. Nearly said 100 out of 10. That would have not made sense. But this is going to get nearly said it again. This is going to get 10 out of 10. I absolutely love it. There are some minor gripes rather, that I have with this, like the mouth being too wide open and the end of the tail not moving. But they are very minor gripes. Gripes! Sorry guys. But yeah, he is gonna get 10 out of 10. I love it. As I do all of JDF and the Green Ranger stuff, I love it all. And speaking of Power Rangers, this isn't about the Dragon Zord. But speaking of Power Rangers, in October, the end of October, the 25th of October, I am going to MCM London to meet Walter Jones and Karen Ashley. Walter Jones was the OG Black Ranger from back in the 90s, Zack Taylor. And Karen Ashley was the second OG Yellow Ranger. Aisha Campbell, which was her Power Ranger name. So I'll meet her again. I say again because the last time I met both of these guys was 10 years ago at Hamilton when I went to America. Which it seems crazy that was 10 years ago. That was, believe it or not guys, that was Power Morphicon 4. And the next one's going to be Power Morphicon 8 in 2026, which is the one I'm also hoping to get to. But yeah, it's going to be great seeing them. There is possible other Power Rangers going, but no one else has been announced yet, but I've heard rumours that there's possible others going. Don't know who, and I don't even know whether it's true. But if there are other people going, or even Tammy and Jenna if they go, that'd be cool. But anyway, 10 out of 10 for this. The accessories are great. And the level of the detail on the Little Green Ranger is just insane. Don't even know how little the Green Ranger is, but he is tiny. But yeah, the level of detail on him is just unbelievable, and truly the level of detail on this entire thing is unbelievable. So yes, 10 out of 10 for this and all the accessories. So yeah, that's the end of this review, guys. I'll see you in the next one.